Alright. Looks like I am live. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. As always, we've got a couple of things to do before we get into gameplay. The first thing we're going to do, as per usual, is update Twitter. So, at Marvel Champions, can I get some good RNG tonight? A few extra crits would be nice. My 1-star champs, thank you in advance. Let's do this. Okay. So, we are tweet sent. And we have our correct, we have updated the subscriber of the day. So I'm trying out a new streaming software tonight. I want you guys to let me know in the comments later how this goes. So hopefully we'll have a few people jump in here momentarily. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the expert level of Trials of the Infinite. You can see there I've already done the previous levels. So we'll just take on the harder stuff, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop all of those boosts, right? The ones that you gain each day. We don't get to keep these, so there's no sense in holding on to them. I'm just going to scroll down here, and we're going to pop all of these. They only last for 30 minutes, so you really only probably need them on the hardest difficulty, that expert difficulty. But we're just going to pop all of these and then right into the Trials of the Infinite. And I feel like network stability has been a little bit of a problem today, so hopefully that doesn't give us too much trouble. Looks like the loads are a little slower. Yeah. And I know it's not my internet, so hopefully Marvel Contest of Champions will get their stuff together very shortly. Okay, there we go. Stream health. Need it to be good. Okay. So check out Dr. Voodoo's buffs here. Got Arc Overload and Recovery. Okay. So basically Ghost Rider is a good choice here. We can shut down his healing with Senior Ghost Rider. But again, with the boosts on and taking in rank 4 champions, shouldn't be any trouble getting this done. Go ahead and put on a few judgments. Oh, I guess not. Not yet. I always want to go too early on that evade on Dr. Voodoo's special 2. So be careful on that when you guys do that. It's just a second later than you'd probably think on his second hit there. And on the special 1, a lot of times you want to hesitate. He hangs back for just a second before he actually jumps forward. So make sure you're not getting owned by that. Hey, what's up? Happy 30 years. Welcome into the stream, man. It's going great tonight. Just hanging out. Hope everything's good with you. It's been kind of a long day. Glad to be on the stream again. I hadn't had as much time to stream lately. And I feel like, I don't know if it's just been exhausted. I feel like I've needed more sleep lately than I normally do, so needed to jump on and hang out with you guys. Make sure I don't get wrecked by this Dr. Voodoo real quick. Do you guys feel this way too? I feel like when I successfully hit the 20%, it means my life is going well that day. on the 5-star special 3 animation. I feel like I'm maybe 30% of the time I hit that, but it just makes my night when that happens. I'm trying out a new streaming software. I'm hoping that I'll drop less frames this way. So if you guys are watching, if you'll want to let me know kind of how that goes. So far on my end it looks better, but sometimes that doesn't mean anything. Sometimes that means that it's good on my end, and that's all it means. Yeah, if you guys pick up those buffs each day in the trials on the expert level, this is pretty easy. Not too difficult. You shouldn't have any problem getting this done. Angela going down pretty easy here. So later what I'll be doing, I'm going to knock out Trials of the Infinite, and then just like always we're going to get some really good practice in by taking some 1-star champs into the heroic level difficulty of the monthly quest. And then after that we've got some alliance quest moves that we'll hopefully be able to make here. Let's see. Lots of physical resistance, so we're going to take Karnak. Yeah, so Alliance Quest, and we'll grind out some Arena. I don't know if Happy 30 Years has noticed, but I've actually been hitting Arena milestones lately. I'm gearing up, I'm getting ready to grind out some Labyrinth. Or to make my, not grind it out, I guess it's kind of grinding, but to make my initial Labyrinth run. And so I need as many units as possible, and unfortunately Arena's the best way to do that. So I'm gonna be knocking out some Arena gameplay, trying to get that get those units built up, farm those up. Do you guys feel like some days you're just on fire and you can't be beat, and then other days you feel like you play like garbage? Because I certainly do. I feel like today's been a good day. Last night and kind of into this morning, I did not feel like I was playing well, but got my intercepts going now, picking up all my parries basically on time. Let's see. Trying to remember what this next one is. I think that's the Prey on the Weak, and we want to turn off my notifications. Prey on the Weak and Plagued Mind. Ryan Thomas, hey, welcome into the stream, man. Ryan says I agree with that. Happy 30 Years says sorry, my browser just crashed. Yeah, I've noticed you're grinding a ton. Yeah, man, I'm saving up those battle chips, and you guys can see there I'm up to 223,000 battle chips. That is the most I've had in a very, very long time. Happy 30 Years says I usually have more bad playing days than good. Nah, dude, I've been in a battle group with you before. You're solid. Today, anyway, has been a good day. Some days it's just like, man, can't catch a break. Feel like every parry misses. And I've had a little bit of a problem sometimes lately where, oh man, where I feel like the, I'm hitting my specials and it's not responding, and I don't know if that's me and I moved my hand position without realizing it and that's affected me, or if it's actually the phone screen not responding, so it's hard to know exactly what that is, but I usually just assume it's me and not the game. That's probably more generous than most people are with Kabam. So, good times we had. I went back to the tea tonight, no more Gatorade. So, I'm trying to stay properly hydrated, you know, for all this grinding. Tonight's tea selection is a honey vanilla chamomile with a hint of orange. So hopefully help me gear down as I finish out the day here. Alright, so got Mesmerize. Mesmerize with Bane is just kind of dirty. Not really cool. But we're going to go with Hyperion here. Should be fun. Had a hey, happy 30 years. I noticed, I think it was you that was putting some levels on their 5-star Hyperion. If that was you, congratulations, man. That's awesome. I know I love mine. Have you is yours awakened, or are you waiting and hoping to pick up maybe a cosmic gem somewhere? I know that's counter to what most people want. But that cosmic gem that my wife pulled for me right before she pulled Hyperion, pretty glad now. I had never really used him very much before I got him as a 5-star. I got him as a 4-star basically right before I got him as a 5-star, so I didn't get a lot of time to play and practice with him, but now that I've been doing arena, I've kind of been noticing having him awakened and having his buffs last that much longer is really pretty phenomenal. Did you guys get a chance to watch my Dormammu video? I really feel like it's a strong piece of utility, and I'll kind of try and show off some of that. His power control is just so fantastic. Alright, place the soul bond. Well, alright, so then we're going to follow up with only medium attacks, and we're going to finish every combo with a medium. And he's never going to get back to a full bar of power. I'm going to try and get him down basically to empty, and then I'll pop the special 3. Hey, what's up, Aaron Hoodie Lover? Says I'm an MCOC player and currently going for the dupe on Green Goblin I got from the first round. Hey, that's awesome, man. Yeah, every little bit you can, every champ that you can dupe from the arena, it's a good idea to do so. Oh, and I may lose my Dormammu here. Some shoddy gameplay trying to read chat and play the game at the same time. Yep, and down he goes. Hey, congratulations, man. I hope you get him. I think he went for just over 3 million in the first round. A lot of times that'll drop just a little bit, but it was low enough that people may be encouraged to go for him. So I think at probably 3.2, 3.3, you're probably safe there. Happy 30 years says, don't have Hyperion awakened, just took him to rank 3 today, hoping to take Magic to rank 4 soon. Yeah, Magic is awesome. I wish I had her as a 5-star, but as you guys who are regulars on the channel know, I'm going to be popping a whole bunch of 5-star crystals on February the 22nd. Whether I get Blade or not, we're going to be opening at least 7. Hey, thanks for subbing, man. And I'm curious, did it get the pop up? Let's see. If not, boom. Yeah, did you guys see that? I added animations when people sub, so pretty happy about that. Hey, welcome to the stream, Billy. Thanks for joining, man. Fantastic. Yeah, I was really excited about that when I figured out how to do it. So let's see. I think we're gonna go. Let's finish up both of these. So we're going with 1-star champs in the heroic difficulty, which is how I usually roll. Excuse me. So what that does, if you're wondering why on earth would you do that, the simple answer is helps me keep my skills sharp, get some good practice in. So that's the goal. Aaron Hoodie Lover says, I see you in Seals streams. Seals streams. I'm not familiar with Seals. Am I popping up as a suggested video maybe? Hey Billy, the tea for tonight, honey vanilla chamomile. So Billy's my friend from across the pond, so we always chat about what tea. Oh, Aaron said he was talking to Billy. So Billy, you cheating on me with other streams, man? No worries, Aaron. No, no, Billy, you can watch as many streams as you want, dude. I think that's good practice. It's a good thing to be watching so you can pick up tips and tricks from everybody, and hopefully you get better at the game. That's my philosophy. I pretty much, if I'm not streaming with you guys, if I'm working on arena stuff, I'm generally always watching somebody's stream, unless there is an exception to that. Sometimes my wife will be like, hey, watch some TV with me, but you got to be doing something, because arena's awful if you're not doing something to make the time go by a little quicker. Boom, and she's down. Hey, what's up, Shaquille? Welcome in from India. Ryan says, where are you from, Johnny? I am from Alabama, USA. So if you're noticing a little bit of a southern accent, that's where that comes from. It gets a lot stronger when I'm hanging out with my family, but hanging out with you guys, it's just a hint of a southern drawl. Oh no, Ryan said roll tide, dude. If you watch the channel much, you will see me frequently in my Auburn gear. So that's a big War Eagle on that end. Are you a college football fan? I love some college football. Basically, if it's a college sport, I'm a fan. College basketball, count me in. Love the pageantry of it all. I went to a local college, but both of my grandparents that I was closest to went to Auburn, so I am a big time Auburn fan. Ryan says no. Yeah, big Auburn fan. My granddad, anytime anybody would ask him where he went to college, he would say, I went to Auburn University. I went there to meet his wife. So Pretty cool guy, my granddad. They raised me right with the Auburn War Eagles. So curious what you guys think about the latest developments in the game. I hadn't gotten a chance to chat with you guys much. What are you guys thinking about 5-star arenas? Are you guys going to grind out some milestones in there? Do you think any of you? I'm not a serious enough arena grinder to ever go for the champ. So in the 5-star arena, I won't be anyway. I've never even gone for a featured champ. I feel like I'd have to lock myself in a room with no sleep, no food for a few days to be able to get that done. So I doubt I will ever go for a 5-star champ. I might actually go for a featured now that now that they've got the 5-star arena. I think probably the 4-star arena cutoffs will get better, so that's my hope anyway. So if that does happen, I may actually go for a 4-star champ. But do you guys think y'all will go for 5-star arena champions? That number of only 150 people getting them is pretty crazy. I am pretty excited though about the rank rewards. You get guaranteed 5-star shards, so I'm interested to see what the cutoffs will be for some of those rank rewards that include the 5-star shards. If we could get them to come in around, and as everybody picks up more 6-star champs, that'll get easier and easier, hopefully. But I'm hoping maybe those rank rewards will come in at maybe 3 or 4 million, and then if that's the case, totally be worth it. I will spend pretty much all of my time in that arena for the extra 5-star shards if that's the case. Alright. Happy 30 Years says, I'm interested to see what achieving the win streak will be like. Yeah, that's true. Because right now we're all pretty familiar with the infinite win streak in the other arenas. So, yeah, I wonder if... So right now in the featured 4-star arena, 330s are basically the lowest thing you want to have in that arena. Once you get up to, like, hey, what's up, Fark? I'm doing well, my friend. Just playing some heroic difficulty with 1-star champs, as is my custom. No! Still learning to play the game and talk at the same time, obviously. Yeah, so right now in the featured 4-star, you don't want to take anything under a 330 in. So I wonder, you might be right. That will be an interesting development if, like, you don't want to take anything less than a 440 in. Would make things really difficult. Boom, and he's down. Fark says it's hard sometimes, huh? Yeah, man. Talking and playing the game. I've gotten a little bit of practice in because my wife, she likes to talk to me while I play the game sometimes. So I'm getting better at it, but not where I'd like to be eventually. So yeah. So that would be really interesting if the cutoff for the infinite streak in the 5-star arena is 440s. It makes things a lot more difficult to keep a streak. So that'll be really interesting to see. Plus having, you won't just be able to take your 6 stars into the arena, you'll be fighting against them. So that should add kind of an extra interesting layer as well. So lots to learn about the upcoming stuff. pretty excited. I think I think with how much I've been grinding the arena, and we'll see, because we're gonna pop all of those arena crystals when we get to when the 22nd gets here. As part of the big blade opening, we're gonna open everything, man. So we're gonna open use all my battle chips, convert them into arena crystals, and so we'll see how many units I get from that. I would like to have about 4,000 units before I take on Labyrinth of Legends. I think I probably need to get up to 1,000,000 battle chips, which we won't get there immediately. Or we won't pop all of those at the same time. We'll do them in tiers. Maybe every time I hit like 250, 300,000, something like that. But if we can do that and average maybe 1,000 from each opening, we would be able to, I'd be able to do my first Labyrinth run, which I'm going to do live, by the way. Be able to do that in the next couple of months, maybe month from now. Kind of the goal. Come on now, use that special. Happy 30 years said, I hope they create a basic 5-star arena sooner rather than later. Probably my only chance at getting one of those anywhere. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. And I'm trying to remember, all of that happened kind of at the same time. Well, no, that's not right. I'm trying to remember how they did it with the 4 stars. That all came out with, was that with the 12.0 release? When they came out with all the new arenas? By the way, that's good for you guys to know there. If you're still working on the Heroic and Master Mode and Uncollected difficulty, or wherever you are in this month's event quest, only the first hit of Winter Soldier's Special 1 is unblockable. Nice. So basically the only reason we do the Heroic is for the rewards that they give for 100% completion. So not super necessary otherwise. And then because it opens up Master Mode. So we want all of the 5-star shards, guys, all of them. Hey, if you're, I know a lot of you guys actively grind the arena while I'm streaming. So if you're grinding, no worries. But if you're watching right now, I'm curious to know, like I said, I changed my streaming software, so I'm curious to know if it's coming through better, if I'm dropping less frames. On my end of things, it looks like it's coming through better and with very few frame drops, but not entirely sure that means it's working the same for you guys. Also, I'm really curious to know, does Doc Ock give you guys trouble? I feel like his animations and the timing of dodging when he's dashing forward can be a little tricky. Dodging his when he's a little like Venom in the timing. Fark says, looks good on my end. That's awesome. Fantastic. I'm trying really hard to get this sorted out. And also want to get the video quality up. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get an Elgato soon, and that will take the video quality from I think right now we're at 480. We'll go to at least 720, maybe 1080 when that happens. Also looking at potentially getting a green screen around that time. I'm also, because of the swap over, I'm able to change to low latency as opposed to high, and instead of normal latency, which basically what that means is when what you guys see, you are seeing around the same time that I'm actually doing it. So if you ask me a question in chat and I respond, it doesn't take forever for you to hear my response. Because typically I'm responding to stuff about the same time as you guys are typing it in chat, but before, with a normal latency, you guys wouldn't see it very quickly. Fark says, I think I put my bit rate in OBS up to around 6,000. Yeah, I'm using a little bit of an older setup, and I don't think my setup can handle 6,000. I've got it around 3,500. If I go above that, typically it causes problems in my stream. Happy 30 years says, looks pretty good here too, and Doc's animations definitely can catch me off guard sometimes. Yeah, man. He comes at you so fast, it's just awful. Oh, you know what? I forgot that there's no DVR option with the ultra low latency. Does that guy... Obviously, I'm here for you guys. And wanna make the stream as good as possible for y'all. Do y'all prefer the quicker interaction, or do you prefer being able to go back and check out something I've just done? I guess if I talk about something I've just done and you weren't watching, you not being able to go back, I can see why that'd be disappointing. Have to wait till I publish the stream later. Fark said, what are you using for streaming? Just smart switch? No, so I've got a fairly complicated setup. Right now I'm on a Galaxy S8, so I use the SideSync app to stream, and then I'm also using Streamlabs version of OBS. So Smart Switch is the Apple version of that, basically, correct? Yeah, so do you guys like the ability to go back, even if it means the interaction's a little bit slower? I don't mind setting it either way. I always feel bad when I see the question, I answer it, and then it's obvious you guys don't you guys don't hear or see my response for another like 2 minutes. Have you guys watched any of the videos from any of the other YouTubers about Killmonger? I'm pretty excited, man. He looks like a ridiculously good champ. Would love to get him as a 5-star, but most of you guys know my stance on the featured Grandmasters, and since there's no featured option as a shard crystal, there will be no going for Killmonger in the arena or featured Grandmasters for me. Boom. Okay, and he's down. All right. What's up? So it looks like we've got a couple of new subscribers. Thanks to you guys so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that, man. Fark says it's fine either way, or it's fine as it is. It's good either way. Yeah, I enjoy the interaction. So for me, I like that part of it where the interaction's quick and is happening kind of as you guys are typing, but I get the appeal of both. So if you're just joining us, guys, what I'm doing, I am doing the heroic difficulty with 1-star champs. I feel like that gives me, it's a good thing to do to get a little bit of practice. It's a good way to simulate a little bit harder difficulty, so it'll keep you fresh and sharp even when you're not doing something difficult like Uncollected. And if your alliance participates in Alliance War and Alliance Quest, you want to be sharp all the time, so that's what we're doing here, but nothing too fancy. We did the Trials of the Infinite earlier. That'll be up on the channel later when this gets posted. Pretty excited about that. How are you guys doing in Alliance Wars? Are you guys looking pretty good for your alliance, or are you just happy with the extra rewards you're gonna get? Fark says I found Gladiator Hulk easy and Killmonger a bit harder, whereas my alliance members found it the other way around. No, dude, I'm right there with you. I felt like Gladiator Hulk was a bit harder, and mainly due to that his smash ability. I would get caught. I would I would be going in with somebody to punish him for a special, and he'd have the smash on, and he'd just immediately hit me and kill me. So you got to watch out for that when you're fighting Gladiator Hulk, to make sure that his smash ability isn't active, because if it is and you try and punish his special, you're gonna get comboed immediately after you hit him. So because basically it's like he's unstoppable, and it lasts, I really feel like it lasts too long. I don't know if maybe that was a mistake or if they intended for it to be that way, but if he's got his smash going at that moment, you cannot you can't punish his special. It's pretty frustrating because that's one of your best times to hit him. Spend the whole fight intercepting if you're not going to do that. You guys can see difficulty scaling up a little bit now. Taking a lot more hits to get people down, even with the bleed damage and the class advantage there. Happy 30 years says, I find by the time I get used to the animations, I'm on the final path. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes I'll do a practice run where I'll try and keep all of my champs alive till the new champs, and then I think it's kind of crazy that they put enhanced armor up on him because he doesn't have any armor. I feel like that's got to be a mistake. Maybe they meant to put Black Panther Civil War in there. Sometimes I'll do a practice run where I'll try and keep all of my champs alive, and if I die, throw in 5 champs at him, I'll just quit and run back in. Practice my intercepting skills here on this Black Panther. if you're gonna do this and take 1-star champs in, or it doesn't have to be 1-star champs, it can be 2-star champs or whatever you guys decide if you want to do something like this. It definitely helps to bring bleeders, because the fights can get so long that it can be pretty taxing by the time you finish. We're at 38 hits and he's taking 36% damage at this point, so the fights do get a little long. I have to be so careful. My tendency is always to try and get the intercept after they come at me with a light attack. I have to be careful because sometimes they get that special up and I get wrecked. So far this Black Panther on Black Panther action's been pretty good. I don't think we're gonna quite make it to 100 hits. Maybe we will if we don't have good RNG with the bleeds. Oh, and here comes the lag. Have you guys had trouble with the servers tonight? I feel like they're really bad. Happy 30 Years says, I hope Kabam increases the energy cap because there's so much content to get through right now. Yeah, man. If you've got a full-time job and you have not yet completed all of Act 4 and all of Act 5, it's hard to find time to do that stuff because there's so much energy required. I think at the very least, for new players, they should cut down the energy costs for Act 4 to 2 energy per node. I feel like that would really help out with some of the energy demands. So, Fark said, I just R4'd my X-23, took down Winter Soldier in 150 hits. She's a beast. Yeah, dude. X-23 until I took Hyperion up. X-23, and I don't know what I'm doing. I just took out all of my 1-star champs. I wanted to take out most of them. X-23 was my fastest option, even as a 4-star, until I pulled Hyperion, and now Hyperion's definitely the fastest option there. And I'm going to throw a 2-star in here, just for good measure. Okay, so if you're just joining us, thanks so much for joining the stream. Basically, what we're doing here is I'm taking 1-star champs for the most part into the heroic level difficulty. Get some practice keeping me sharp, and hopefully entertain you guys at the same time. Alright, let's scope out my paths here. Figure I'll pick up that potion. We'll head left. Fark says she's about 8,500 PI at the moment. Or no, she's about 8,500 at the moment. Nearly 11,000 PI when I have a mutant crit team plus class bonus. Yeah, that's some crazy, crazy high power index, dude, for a rank 4. My, man, these servers are terrible tonight. It's not my internet. I've checked it several times since this has been a problem most of tonight. Yeah, she is super solid. I still have never pulled Wolverine as a 4-star. So my mutant team is not what I wish it was. It's better than it used to be, but not as good as it could be. Scarlet Witch is so good for fighting Vulture because she nullifies that armor that he picks up regularly. I'm gonna do a video on Karnak soon, guys. He is I've actually really been enjoying my 6-star Karnak. He's got some things about him that really helpful. And then I did not think I was gonna like him, and if you watch the 6-star opening, you probably could tell I did not think I was gonna like him. Brooke said I looked devastated and disheartened, which is basically the truth. But I've really come to like him, and he because he's a little bit stronger than a rank 4 or 5-star, does not require quite as many people on the team for to get above the 2,000 base damage, base attack cap. So I've been practicing with Red Hulk, practicing with him against Red Hulk, and pretty excited because I've been able to get Red Hulk down to I think the best I did was 400,000 with my Karnak, just taking a little bit of time practicing there, and so pretty cool. Pretty happy about that. Really looking forward to throwing my hat in the ring for the Labyrinth. Happy 30 Years says, definitely having a lot of network connection issues. Servers are struggling for sure. And I can't help but wonder why that is. Like, is it something that we're doing? Like, are there just a lot of people playing the game right now, or is it that this is just a random thing? Don't they usually do? Is maintenance every Tuesday night, or is that just some of the time? Because I realized a little while ago it's Tuesday and they didn't do maintenance. Heavy 30 Years says, that's awesome. Karnak as a 6-star isn't bad at all. He's got some things that I certainly had overlooked. A lot of times when everybody says a champion's a bad champion, you just assume he's a bad champion and you don't really pay much attention to him. But pulling him as a 6-star, you know, I definitely have been spending a lot more time getting to know the champ. And so he's really pretty solid for, I mean, he's definitely not a Blade. And if you get a 5-star, you don't want to rank him up before somebody like a Blade or a Gwenpool, but he's got some utility that's very useful, and I think it's, you know, if you've got him, you don't want to overlook him and just assume that you get a bad champ. Probably all the champs in the game are that way. Heavy 30 Years says, oh, tell you what he says in a second. Make sure I don't get killed by Colossus, that'd be embarrassing. Maybe a lot of crystals being opened, and yeah, I was wondering about the lack of maintenance too. Yeah, I was it was about 10:30 and I was like, oh wait, this is Tuesday. Normally they're doing maintenance at 10:30. By 10:30, do I need to get off the game? And so I started trying to figure out if they were doing maintenance soon, and there was no messages about it. So I've also wondered if the lack of maintenance is why I'm having so much trouble with server issues right now. Certainly a possibility. Okay. think we're gonna go, we'll just take one path at a time. Do this one. So I'm curious, since I've got New Zealand and I believe Australia represented in my chat right now. I am not a geography whiz. In fact, I'm quite the opposite. I have a general idea of where countries are, but certainly not super knowledgeable about that. How close are those? Is New Zealand close to Australia? Is it? Are you guys like happy neighbors? Or are you further away? Because I think everybody probably associates the two. Just got wrecked playing with my 2-star Stark Spotting. I'd like to get some practice in with him. I'm hope, you know, obviously that would be a great miss if I went for Blade and picked him up, or if I could pick both up, it'd be fantastic. So, trying to get in a little bit of practice with him. Okay, looks like out of energy there. Let's go check Alliance Quest. Okay, so just one move, no fights yet. Excuse me. Alright. Let's do this. I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging because I'm sure you guys are wondering too. Australia, New Zealand, distance. Okay, so 4,155 kilometers, and since I'm an American, that's 25, almost 2,600 miles. So that's not too bad. Happy 30 Years says, yep, Aussies and Kiwis are basically neighbors. Billy Daly says, that's it, our bromance is over. Ireland. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Happy Valentine's Day, Billy Daly. I guess it is officially Valentine's Day now. Let's see. I'm trying to, until I hit all of my milestones in the basic arena, I'm trying to just use my 5-star champs in the featured arena. So mainly grinding out the basic, and then we'll move over to the featured because it's a better source, I think, a better source of units. A quicker, easier source to the same amount of units that you get from the basic. No need for our bromance to be over, Billy Daly. Ireland's a lot further away than from where I am than New Zealand is to Australia, apparently. Happy to learn something new. I mean, I basically knew that, but now I know how far they actually are from each other, so that's kind of cool. Do you guys, I just learned something new the other day. So I knew that I had classified myself as gaming, as a gaming channel for YouTube. But I was unaware there is actually a YouTube gaming app. Were you guys familiar with this? I probably sound like a total noob, but that's that's apparently a thing. So, and I'm on it. So I downloaded the app. apparently it's way easier to find live channels to watch of people that are gaming, doing the game that you like on there. So I thought that was pretty cool. So if I'm not streaming and you want to find an awesome MCOC streamer, that is a good place to look. It's a totally separate app. It's called YouTube Gaming. Billy says, haha, you're still my gents, gentlemen. Awesome. We don't want to do anything to make Billy upset. Billy says Discord. Okay, so I've heard about the Discord app. Is that a similar situation where it's you can find streamers on there? Oh, and you know what I need to do? I need to update my total subs, because you guys are awesome, and we're up to 60 subs. Thank you guys so much for subbing to the channel. It's pretty awesome. Go back there. Okay. So the Discord app, yeah, is it another app where you can find streamers? I'm so out of the loop, man. I just basically do what I do and have not bothered to search a lot of that stuff. Man, like even asking for help on my champs, I just got to notice that the network is having a problem, and it's definitely not my network, so pretty awful there on Marvel Contest of Champions side of things. And Billy, you definitely get extra props today because you followed me on Twitter. So thanks, man, for that. I'm trying to build a following. It's a little bit of a slow build, kind of like the channel, which is fine. I feel like both can help the other. So. And I don't know if it's everybody's, but my Black Widow has been like, I don't know obviously what she does when other people are playing against her, which I'm assuming I guess they only do in the arena, because I don't put her in war defense. But I'm curious to know, my Black Widow has been evading like crazy when I'm using her, which is kind of new. It used to happen every once in a while. Now it's like all of the time. I feel like that's something that either her description needs to be fixed, or they need to fix that in the game. Obviously, she evades more than 3%. Also, if you are wondering my stance on whether or not making champs good through synergies is a cash grab, my answer is no. I'm happy that they're making champs good, no matter how they're doing it. And obviously, I'm going to be sad if I pick up a 6-star Winter Soldier, but I'm glad there's something that can make me happy about that later. You know, I don't want to be sad about that forever. And yes, they could just buff the champ, but you know, not every champ in the game is supposed to be the greatest thing ever. If every champ were the best champ in the game, then I don't know. I like there being champs that are better to use than other champs. So go ahead and buff the champs. I don't care if it's through a synergy or whatever. I'll be excited about that champ later when I pick up a champ that has a good synergy with him. I'm just glad that every champ doesn't have that need. You know, I mean, if every single champ needed a synergy with another champ to be good, I would understand a little bit better the maybe the discontent with the level of some of the champs in the game, but not every, and them doing that where some of the champs are only good if you've got the synergy. But it's not like it's every champ. There are still plenty of champs you can pick up who are good regardless of whether or not they've got a synergy or not. Huh, he usually doesn't do that. Mordo hitting me with a special one while he's got the power game going. A little different there. Hey, what's up, John Wesley Thomas? Is this so John, I I have a subscriber who's subscribed to me with like 7 different accounts, who has Thomas in the name of all of them. Is this Thomas that has multiple accounts, or is this a new Thomas? Either way, welcome to the stream, man. What's up? Welcome in. We're just hanging out, getting some arena milestones right now. We'll get back to Alliance Quest and also 1-star heroic difficulty challenge as those things become available. Right now the energy's a little bit down. So welcome into the stream. What's up? I'm pretty excited for in the future, apparently. Okay, awesome. So John Wesley is a new one. New subscriber. Hey, welcome, man. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Did you get your happy welcome message? There's supposed to be a happy welcome message for everybody. If there wasn't, we'll do it again. Here we go. Boom. Yep, so we're just, what I'm doing now is I'm just grinding out some arena. Earlier in the stream, and as I have energy to do it, I will take 1-star champs in and clear the heroic difficulty. Also doing some Alliance Quest. So welcome in, man. I hope you enjoy the channel. I'm here to entertain. If there's anything you guys would like to see, as a reminder, definitely throw that in the comments, and I'm happy to do that. The other day I had a subscriber ask if I would duel their top champ, and I am happy to do that as well. I've got a bunch of duel credits, or I say a bunch of them. I've got I typically have some duel credits saved up, so anytime you guys want to throw a challenge out there, I'm happy to pick up the gauntlet. Happy to do it. Ghost Rider's my boy. Play some judgments. John, have you been playing the game? Have you been playing the game for long, or are you a newer player? I'm mostly an end game player. I've done it with a little bit smaller roster than what some of the bigger end game players have done. Hey, what's up, Brooke? 1-star of my choice versus Brutal. I think it's Brutal DLX. Okay. I'm gonna pick up the gauntlet, and like I said, I'm always happy to do that. Now, whether or not I am successful, that's a whole nother thing there. I'm sitting here thinking about who I'd want to take. I guess it'd have to be Wolverine. You wouldn't want to take anybody. Well, no, that gives a class disadvantage because he's got Spidey. So you wouldn't want him. So the obvious choice has got to be Gamora because she's my only 1-star Cosmic. John says, I've been playing for about 2 years now. Awesome, man. Yeah. So you're getting it done then. You should be pretty far in your progression. Brooks says, "May God have mercy on my soul." Yeah, we're gonna do it, man. Billy says, "I'm hooked now." If this goes well, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys what's about to happen. If this goes well, I'm going to download this video and repost it as a Billy Belly challenge. So even if I lose, we'll post it as a Billy Belly challenge if it goes well. How about that? But it may go terribly. Billy says, "I'm hooked now. I don't have a choice. I can't get out of this," basically, I think is what he's saying. So this will go a lot smoother if if I stop having network problems. Man, it's been awful today. Alright, so I'm picking up your challenge, man. I'm gonna do it. So, Brutal DLX, here I come. So there's going to be absolutely no room for mistakes, obviously. But with just the fact that I'm not taking Wolverine means I can't take any block damage because he'll probably kill me through my block. Yeah. William says, "Network issues have been awful all day." Yeah, they really have. Okay, so let's find Brutal. Okay, John Wesley wants me to check out his profile later. I will definitely do that. So just to give you guys a heads up about what's coming later, I'm trying to make a big push to get to 100 subscribers. When I've done that, I'm going to friend some folks. I'm going to pick a subscriber randomly, and we will do a free energy refill giveaway. So pretty excited about that. So that's when we hit 100 subscribers. John says, "Nice 6-star, thanks, man." I was pretty disappointed, which Brooke can tell you when I got him. If you go back and watch that opening, Brooke says I looked disheartened. I've actually come to really like him. John says, "I'm going for Blade next Thursday." Me too, man. And I'll show you in just a second what that will hopefully look like. All right. I'm going to be quiet so that I can maybe be a little more successful here. Oh, wow. He got me. Okay, I'm going to try that again, because I felt like that was going really well. The game was I hate it when people blame it on the game, but I feel like the game got a little slow for a second, and I don't want to let it finish that way, because I feel like I can do this. If I don't do it now, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you it's going to drive me nuts until I do it. So, Brooke, you can look forward to a video later of me getting this done. It's going to happen. So, it's going to drive me nuts until I get it done. So, appreciate you putting this worm in my ear, if you will. Whoa, lots of block damage. So close. All right, I'm going to give this one more try live. And if it doesn't work this time, I'll chip away at it, and I'll get you guys a video of this out soon, because I think we all know I'm not the kind of guy to let a challenge like this go to waste. Brooke says, I'm happy to hear you like him now. You sounded so somber in your video. Thought Pineapple was going to have to get you a couple beers or something to cheer you up. Yeah, I was disappointed, to say the least, but I have been thoroughly pleased with how it's gone recently with my 6-star Karnak. Okay, so even on the parry, I'm taking a ton of damage, so I'm not going to be able to parry here. Get him to special 1, looks like is the secret. Woo! Come on, give me that special 1. So dangerous when he evades. Push him to the special 1. No, he evaded. Oh, man. Okay. All right, so Brooke, I'm just gonna tell you that's gonna drive me nuts until I get it done. So I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and watch me try and do this, but I will take down Brutal DX's rank 5 5-star with a 1-star by the time this week is over. It's a done deal. That's gonna drive me nuts. So I think I got him down to about 50% there. Okay, so I'm gonna open up this free crystal here because I wanna point out to John, since he's new to the channel, show you guys what I'm working with here. That is, in case you can't read it, over 101,000 shards, 5-star shards. So looking at hopefully 7 tries at Blade, and I'm going to do that live. If I get him on the first try, I will open up 9 basic crystals immediately after. So John said that was pretty good for a 1-star. Brooke said, ouch, that was way still better than I thought it would go. And Billy and I would have died way beforehand. Hey man, I'm not going to comment on how well you guys would have done, but I'm pretty proud of what I just did. But like I said, I will definitely get that out to you guys in a timely fashion before the end of the week. So that's the next Billy Belly challenge video. So Billy said I'd be dead just by pressing go. That's my goal, is to put on a show for you guys. And now I'm playing like garbage against a 3-star Cyclops. I don't know about you guys, I feel like everybody I watch that fights Cyclops dodges his special 2, pushes him to the special 2 and dodges that. I feel like his special 1 is actually usually easier for me to dodge. Alright, Wolverine it is. Lots of laughs in the live stream, guys. Man, thank you guys, all of you, for hanging out with me tonight while I do this. The game's so much more fun when you got people hanging out with you. I've always wondered what it would be like to have people that I knew in my area who also played the game. I think that'd be pretty fun. Get this Cyclops down and be done with it. Okay, he's down. Okay. Do we need to update again? I think we do. We've made it up to 61 subscribers, guys. So we are just 39 subscribers away from the free energy refill giveaway. So that's pretty exciting. And I'm gonna let somebody other than myself pick the person who wins that because I'm biased, man. The guys that show up and chat and hang out and chat with me are obviously my favorite people, so we don't want it to be too biased. Brooke says, I prefer dodging his L2. The rhythm of the dodging just feels more natural. I feel like if you can get down the timing of the L1 where you just wait to the last second, I don't know, for some reason it's just one quick swipe and then you're done. It's always seemed a bit easier for me. Multi-stage specials, unless there's a really natural rhythm for me, is so much better. Man, more problems with the game servers. You know, used to, when it acted up this bad, we got some kind of compensation package. They'd send us some potions or something like that, and we'd get the little message from the collector that said, my game has not been performing up to my usual standards, and we'd get some free stuff. I feel like it's been a really long time since I've gotten free stuff. And who doesn't love free stuff? Some potions, some revives, maybe a few crystal shards. Man, this is awesome. So it's a little bit of a slow grind tonight with the server issues. Billy, you've been watching the round ball much? Is there a season for that? I know obviously I seem completely ignorant, but I'm not a big soccer fan, so I'm assuming there's a season for that and it goes for a specific part of the year. Is there ever a time where you're without soccer? Right now I am without American football, and I feel a little bit like I'm gonna start going through withdrawals soon. So that mouse must need a break. Yeah. Spinning in that little wheel for forever. He's gonna get tired if he keeps running through that little wheel much longer. Brooke says, true, one evade is easier in general, but I like the rhythm, like Yellow Jacket L2 compared to his L1. So I will say Yellow Jacket's L2 is definitely easier for me to evade than his L1, but I feel like Cyclops' the last part of his L2 comes faster and lasts longer than the last part of Yellow Jacket special. I feel like the timing's just a little bit different. If you guys are super impressed with my ability to dominate Yondu, you should definitely check out my I Hate Fighting Yondu video. Basically, the I Hate Fighting series is a series where I explain how to better attack some of the champions that we all hate fighting. Brooke says, oh, gotta watch out for the crazy soccer fans. Billy says, haha, Liverpool, 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 tra-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la. Yeah, they get a little bit crazy about that stuff over in Europe, but if you guys have never been to an SEC college football game somewhere down in the southeast, preferably somewhere in Alabama, Louisiana, Florida, somewhere like that, you really it's a sight to behold. So I think they're a little bit more intense, some of the soccer fans in Europe, than the SEC football fans are, but it's close. We typically don't kill people in our stadiums, and I don't know why, but I just feel like that's the stereotypical thing that you get. Brooke says, ha, I can get behind Liverpool. Man U fans are ridiculously diehard. See, we've officially moved out of my element, where I know I don't feel like I can add much to this conversation, which is fine. Brooke says SEC fans might give them a run for their money. Yeah, we're pretty passionate down here. I actually had somebody drop a Roll Tide in my chat earlier, and I didn't kick him out of chat, but it was close. So Ryan, if you watch this later, I apologize, man. It's pretty bitter rivalry here. Pretty bitter, I think, is a good way to phrase that. Billy says, hey Brooke, I'm ruining your team, come back and fix it. Billy, you're doing a great job, man. So Billy has been kind enough, since Brooke and I were able to move on and wanted to progress a little further into the game. Billy has been kind enough to allow us to hang out in his chats as the leader of the Alliance now, and man, you're doing a great job. You keep it up, dude. Running an Alliance is not easy, as we've found out from a lot of the drama, if you guys pay attention to that in the game these days. So running Alliance is not easy. It takes a lot, and essentially I want no part of it. I'm very happy in my role as officer. Let me kick a person every once in a while, but yeah, I have no need to run my own Alliance. I'd love to be part of the decision making, but when it comes to leading the Alliance and being the one who gets the final say on the direction of things, I want to show you guys while I got this up, while I've got Nebula here. She is a great power control champ. Everybody uses her for the big damage, but if you watch this, I just power locked him for 13 seconds. I'm not sure there's another champ in the game who can power lock champs as long as she can. If you get the charges all the way up, you can actually power lock champs for 20 seconds, which is fantastic. Aaron said, lost my streak because of my movie I was watching. It very much distracted me. Dude, I know those feels. I have lost more than a few streaks getting distracted by stuff. And you've gotta have something like that going while you're grinding the arena, or you go insane. So So if you don't have something that's distracting you just a little bit, you're gonna get arena fatigue. So Brooke says, "What movie you watching, Aaron?" I'm a little curious too. Earlier, you guys are gonna laugh. I feel like I'm I'm going ahead and getting prepared to be a dad by some of the movies that I'm watching and TV shows. Earlier, I watched the Woody the Woodpecker movie on on Netflix. You know, bringing back some of my childhood there. Aaron's watching Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Dude, that's a good movie. I've seen that. I was pleasantly surprised by how good that was. Yeah, I would give that a solid recommend. Good times. Looks like we've got some new folks joining the stream. Hey, guys, thanks so much for joining the stream. Basically, we're just doing some arena grinding, hitting some milestones here. Trying to ignore some of the server issues we're dealing with tonight. Hey, what's up, Riller? Welcome to the stream, dude. Thanks so much for joining, man. I think it's not just me. Aaron says, time to regather my streak and continue. Rinse and repeat. Yeah, dude, that's it. Man, server issues are driving me nuts tonight. Riller, you've been playing the game long? You an in-game player? You just getting started? You somewhere in between? Yeah, Aaron says he's also been getting the glitchy server. My load screens are taking forever. It's driving me nuts. Brooke says, heard of it, never seen it though. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's definitely a different take on some of the historical stuff involving Abraham Lincoln. I'm a Vampire Hunter fan. Getting wrecked by this venom pool. It always makes me a little nervous when when that comes up on the screen and I'm in a fight, because I'm wondering, okay, is it going to actually save what I do? Riller says, I got the game when it came out, but starting playing again in May. Awesome, dude. A lot's changed since the game came out. Are you finding it easy to make the adjustment, or is it is it taking you a little while longer to figure out some of the new champs? And I feel like the new champs that have come out recently are far more complicated than the champs that were available in the beginning of the game. Aaron says, got the game and started playing when Deadpool X-Force was in the arenas. Reeler's close to end game. Congratulations, dude. So I've basically finished everything in the game except for Labyrinth, which I am going to live stream. So pretty excited about that. I think I'm maybe a month or two away from doing my first initial clear. A lot of that will depend on when we do our blade opening a week from Thursday. If we get him, we'll immediately take him up to rank 5. And that will mean I can basically start on arena like right then. If we do not get him, I need a few more catalysts, and I think I'm going to take Hyperion to rank 5, and we'll let him be my Labyrinth clearer. So pretty close to hitting Labyrinth. Yeah. Riller said he thinks he stopped playing because Rhino was in the arena. LOL JK. Yeah. Man, being an arena grinder is really Um, being an arena grinder is hard to do unless you've got something fun to watch or do while you're doing it. It's kind of taxing, so I don't blame people who quit. I've got a really good buddy who was in my alliance before who quit the game entirely because he spent 2 months doing nothing but grinding the arena and just got burned out. So I know how that goes. Billy says, anyone want to join a very weird and very, very active alliance? Oops, sorry, Johnny. Dude, no worries. Yeah, you can recruit for your alliance here. I don't think that we're in any danger of losing any of the players in my alliance. They're all pretty solidly committed. So if you're looking for an alliance, and you're, let's see, Billy, where are you guys at right now in terms of rating? What's y'all's alliance rating? Right now I'm in roughly an 11 million alliance. Billy, last time I checked, you guys were what, 4 or 5 mil? So if you need an alliance at that level, I'd recommend Billy's alliance to you. Billy's a good guy. Looks out for his peeps. Boom, and he's down. Reeler says weird, like 4 Loki welcome package weird. So I actually have no idea what that is. I've heard people mention it. Okay. So yeah. So I'm pretty curious. If you know what the Loki welcome package is, I'm a little curious to know what that is. Billy says only 23 players at the moment, so dropped a bit. Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. Just got to rebuild. You guys, I guess y'all are running 2 battle groups for war. So, Brooke says, all right, got to call it a night, 3 a.m. here. Have no idea why I was still up, but thought I'd drop by and drop a challenge. You ever going to stream a little earlier? Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to stream during the day. So that'll be a completely new thing. And I would like to get to a point where I stream a little earlier. The problem is, just to give you a little insight into my personal life, I like to hang out with the wife while she is awake, and basically when I come in here and stream is when she falls asleep. So basically that is what determines my stream time right now. Brooke says, during the day did I get fired? Well, I would have to fire myself to do that, since I own my own business. So yeah, no, didn't get fired. Yeah, right now, hey, got a new subscriber. Thanks for joining, Andy Harris. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah, so I didn't get fired. I just have some time during the day that I'm going to be able to allot to this tomorrow. Pretty excited about it. Brooke says that would have been awkward paperwork. Yeah, that really would have been awkward paperwork, having to fire myself. Yeah, so I'm taking a little time during the day tomorrow. Don't have a lot going on, and I apologize. And we just had some new folks join us. Guys, I'm really sorry. I know it's not on my end. I'm assuming you guys, if y'all are grinding arena or something like that, are dealing with this as well. We are just waiting to connect back to the network. So, I've been disconnected. So, it's definitely, I'm still seeing everything on YouTube. Looks like I'm connected. Hey, welcome to the stream, Mr. Smoke. He says it's everyone. It's driving me crazy. Yeah, dude. really hoping to knock out the last little bit of those arena milestones, but I think in the last like 20 minutes I've gotten maybe 5 fights done. Reeler says, yeah, it took me forever to complete my rounds. Brooke says, all right, I'm out. Good luck with this network fiasco. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll get back up and running soon. I'm going to give this just a few more minutes, and if it doesn't get back up, we're probably going to call it a night. So, yeah, you know what, guys? I don't want to make you sit here and check this out. Reeler says, do you already have Green Goblin? I do not, and I'm not... currently, my life has enough demands on me that I don't have time to grind for every champion that I don't have, so I typically don't go for every champion. Just try and hit those milestones. So I think I'm going to call it a night, guys. I appreciate you guys so much for joining me. There's no sense in you guys sitting here and watching a network connection error screen. So again, thank you for watching. If you are new to the channel, I always appreciate it when you guys hit the like button. That definitely helps me out. If you want to share the channel with your friends, I also really appreciate that. I'm trying to grow as fast as I can. Definitely follow me on Twitter, where I'll post when I go live or add a new video. And lastly, if you've made it this far watching me, please subscribe. We're going to do some awesome things with a giveaway when we hit 100 subscribers. So, all right. So thank you guys again. I hope you all have an awesome night. If the game gets back up and running anytime in the next, I don't know, 20-30 minutes, I may pop back on and finish up my stream. So thank you guys again. I hope y'all have a fantastic night.